Okay, so this week, the two things. One is I get to make some funny faces because there's a thing that we do in Ashtanga, and I think this is in a lot of asana practice, but it's the drishti, so it's where you're looking with your eyes. And I don't know, I was kind of thinking about this from two different perspectives. Drishti can be like, it's almost like, so there's, I don't know that much about this, but there's like different like hand positions, mudras that you can make with your fingers that have energetic meaning. And so the drishti, to me, some of them, especially the ones where, I'll just show you. So there's a Nasagra drishti. I'm probably not saying that right, but it doesn't matter. Look at your nose. So you're looking at the tip of your nose. For some people that might make them sick, but like when I do it, like I'm actually like really looking at the tip of my nose, and the thing that I start to think about is, okay, am I seeing equally in both eyes? Am I looking at both sides of my nose and seeing the same thing? So that's one that we use, and that's one that you'll use right off. And then the other one, but so if it makes you sick to look that closely to your nose, just look past your nose, look at a point out here or something. And then another one that's kind of like an internal looking thing, like, you're looking at your body real close up if you're looking at the end of your nose. This one goes even kind of further in, and you're looking towards the third eye. So when I do this, what I'm seeing is like this curve part, and it's kind of crisscrossing just because the way your vision works, or mine does anyway. But in my thinking, as I'm like looking there, I'm thinking about trying to see something that's actually like inside my head, sort of. So it's like a really like internal focus. So that's when you look between your eyes at the third eye. Okay, so those are two, and we'll talk about two more. There's several more, but to keep it simple, let's just talk about the initial ones. Okay, so tip of the nose, between the eyes at the third eye. When we do things where we're reaching up over our heads with our hands, you'll look at your thumbs. So, your hands away from you, and you're looking up at your thumbs. And then sometimes, instead of having the focus on a body part, you're actually like looking at the ceiling, looking upward. Okay, so those four are what we'll use today when we go back through those exercises. So look at the tip of your nose or just past, look at the third eye, look at your thumbs, and that's usually when your hands are up. Or you might be looking at the, up at the ceiling. So what I was going to say about that is, especially with the internal ones, so the third eye one and like the looking at the nose, it's like a mudra that you're making with your face, with your eyes. It's like a certain like energetic feeling to it when you start really doing it. And it's hard to do that at first when you start practicing this stuff, because you're looking at a video or you're looking at the teacher. And so by the time you figured out where you need to be, you're moving on to the next thing, and you never get to practice that looking. But that's why I stick with these easy exercises that we've done, over the past 2 weeks, because then you'll know them, and then you can start to use that drishti, the gaze, and start to feel that, because there is definitely, that's a big part of it. The other thing with the gaze is when they're out, so like at my thumb or at the ceiling, someplace that's kind of further out on my body or away from my body.